Now, if you or someone you know is walking through grief, I want you to know that healing is possible. It might take time, but you do get to the other side. You don't have to forget those things you've lost, but you find peace in the process. In Revelations 21:4, it promises, He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away. We're all going to experience that season at some point, but in time, we're going to have losses. Now, just like grief is a process, healing is also a process. And here are some helpful ways to heal and to help minister to others in their time of need. You probably know somebody in your church or in your cell group or Sunday school class that is in the process of grief. So I want to help you with that. Number one, for yourself, acknowledge the pain. Do not hide the grief. Don't go into a closet. Stay outside and let others know, I miss my dad. I miss my son. Today's a holiday and they're not there, and it hurts. Have somebody that you can share that. Psalm 62:8 says, pour out your hearts to Him. God is our refuge. Talk to God. Talk to some friends. Write a letter to God. Write a letter to your loved one. Write a letter to what this is grief, whatever this grief is about. It's okay to encourage others. Write stuff down as you're feeling it. Let's get together once a week and talk about it. Keep a feelings journal. Write it down, okay? And be a friend that can listen to others that are in that spot and talk about it. You might have to bring it up. Like, I know you lost your dad a month ago. How are you doing? I know that you didn't get the job that you were looking for. How are you doing? It's okay to ask, what are you feeling about that now? Okay. Secondly, seek God daily. Make sure you're praying and reading and you're being the scripture because He wants to talk to you. You can go to Lamentations 3:22-23. It says this, because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed. For His compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness, God. Spend time in His presence. Invite God into the pain that you're in. He is a healer. And sometimes, honestly, you just get close enough to Him that you'll have peace and you'll rest. I've been there, and it's so sweet to do that. God Himself has experienced more grief than you and I can ever imagine, all the time. Number 3, connect with others. We talked about this, but you have to be intentional. Do not go through this alone. And all you got to do is call some of the larger churches in your community and see if they have a grief recovery group. Google that in your area and see what's available to you. And it might be specifically to your issue. You know, if you had a disease, find one that deals with that. If you've lost a parent or a child, find a group that can deal with that. So it's really important you do this. Start a group if there isn't one. Okay, talk to your pastor. And maybe if it gets really, really hard for you and you feel like, you know what, my friends, they care a lot. And I feel loved, but I don't feel like I'm getting out of this. Call for Christian counseling. Okay, make sure they're a believer. And there are people who specialize in grief counseling, and they can maybe help you process what you're feeling, but you don't have words for it. Or you don't have paradigms of understanding, and they can help you with that. Number 4, honor the loss. If you've lost a loved one, commit to living your life in a way that honors that person. Create a memory book or start a tradition with your family to remember that person. Maybe you pick a certain holiday or you visit the grave on a certain day, or on their birthday, you all write a note to each other and you remember them. It's okay to make a ritual to make it easier for everyone. Number 5 is that you have to take care of you. You are going to be at somewhere between 70 and 80% of your potential. You have to accept that. But in that, take care of yourself, because grief affects both your mind, it affects your heart, it affects your body. And we have to be really intentional about eating well. This is not a time to go carbo, sugar, caffeine crazy, okay? This is a time to eat raw vegetables. This is a time to not eat late at night. Put the ice cream in the freezer in the garage, okay? This is not a time to go crazy with food. Also, this is not a time to avoid sleep. If you're having challenges with sleep, get some help with that, but you need that. Another thing is getting some exercise. It can release your body of some of the things that's going on in your body. It's good for you to have a structure. It's good for you to have a place where you can just push yourself a little bit so that your body's getting what it needs to release the stress. Okay, start a new hobby. Get into some kind of activity that can be fun or distracting or something you haven't done before. All of that can be very good. Now, how to minister to others. If someone you know is dealing with grief, check in on them. Just check in on them, call them, text them, FaceTime them, whatever. Keep them around you. Invite them to things because they might want to pull away. And you might want to say, well, we're having a party, it's at your house. 6 of us are coming over and we're bringing burgers and we're bringing stuff. And so if you're not coming out, we're coming in. And they will never forget you. You never forget someone who's there when you needed someone to be there. These little acts of kindness can go a long way, just sending them a note. And it's great to send them food, but you can also send a card maybe a few weeks out or a month or 2 out and let them know you're still thinking about them and their loss. Remember, the holidays and birthdays are tough for people at the time. Reach out at the time. Maybe keep a calendar of the people you need to minister to who are in grief that you know of. It's a great thing to do. Well, we know that many of you, you're on social media. Follow us on Instagram at Dr. Doug Weiss. Subscribe to our YouTube channels at Dr. Doug Weiss and Healing Time Ministries. You can also listen to the new Dr. Doug Weiss podcast, available now on all the platforms. Well, I know that you know someone who might be hurting, and I hope today we've given you some thoughts on what you can do to be a blessing.
For more content and resources to help in your healing journey with Christ, make sure to follow Dr. Doug Weiss on Facebook and Instagram. If you'd like to share full episodes of this show with friends and family, subscribe to Healing Time Ministries on YouTube, and feel free to leave us a comment on any of Dr. Doug's social media platforms. Our team would love to hear your feedback and learn how Healing Time is impacting your life, your church, and your ministry.